Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm going to be presenting my mini PATS crane with a hydraulic system for task 2, activity 1 for my POE. So firstly, the problem that I gave myself was that I created a fictional character who lives in the Northwest, and he is a brick maker, and he has a small brick making company. He supplies bricks to the local construction companies within the area, and the problem comes in where a new corporation comes in, construction corporation comes in, and their trucks that they use to collect the bricks do not have built-in lift systems to lift up the pallets of bricks onto the truck. So the problem now lies with Ben, and for him to find a solution to this problem. So the solution or the design of the project was that we looked at pulley systems and stuff like that, and a ramp to push the bricks, but obviously Ben is a small business owner, so he does not have the budget to buy motors and pulleys, electric pulleys and stuff like that to load the bricks. So he would have to employ more people, which he cannot afford. So we went with the option of a hydraulic system in a crane, which is cost effective and will also give him a mechanical advantage so that doesn't have to use manpower to physically lift the bricks. So let's look at what we used to make this project. We used society sticks or skewers, toothpicks, which both these were used to punch holes, one to initially make the hole, one to make it bigger, and as cross members in the actual build as pins. We used a cardboard box, which is right here, to make the parts or cut out the parts. We used a ruler to measure the parts and actually outline them before we cut them. We used scissors and a knife to cut the shapes out. We used string. We used nail clippers to cut some of the cross members. We used fish tank tubing. We used glue, and some of the tools we used clippers, syringes to make things, and we used a bit of a metal pin. So you will obviously read through my design process, so my step-by-step build, but obviously I don't have enough time for that to state that, so let's move on to does it work. So let's see. So there we go, it does work. So when I built this crane, I obviously went with structure and strength in mind. So I doubled up on the layers quite a bit, and it worked out quite well. For the hydraulic system, I used the syringes and the tubing and some cable ties because the tubing was a bit big for the nozzle. But it works out now. And then during the first evaluation, the piston kept slipping off the crane, kept losing contact. So I put in a cross member or a contact plate and a pin to hold the piston as the arm goes up and comes down. So yeah, do I think that this is a viable option? Yes, I do, and it is very cost effective, and I think it is a viable solution for Ben's construction company. Thank you so much for your time.